All right, guys, welcome to Bear Archery's Hunting 101 podcast. We've got another monthly special for you on our Cook Wild series. I'm with Chef Mike Castaneda, and we're going to run you through the smokehouse, the Venison Smokehouse. This episode and this entire Cook Wild series is brought to you by our friends over at Camp Chef, and we're about to teach you how to make the smokehouse.
First off, it smells ridiculous already. We are literally just sitting feet from the smoker.
Yeah.
And,
so the sandwich is actively cooking right now.
Yeah. So if you hear like this hum in the background,
that's the smoker.
It's the smoker, and it is already just smelling ridiculous.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So this is incredibly easy, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to get started with this off the get-go because, I mean, you don't have to know anything about cooking whatsoever to just take this and just go ahead and get started with it. So literally you can just take a pound of this venison that you have left over, and if you have some leftover stovetop, generic, whatever, you're taking about a half of the box, throwing it in there.
It took you maybe 2.5 minutes to prepare
if that, yeah. And that's with us setting stuff up and messing around with it. But one tip, you can actually drain some of the blood that is with the venison.
Yeah.
And that will help with the game flavor there.
Yeah.
So if you want to drain some of that blood that's in there, you can do that, and that will help if you don't like all the game flavor from that. But half a box of stovetop, whatever, and it doesn't matter what flavor, Like this guy will actually call me first thing in the morning and...
Listen, hold on.
Okay.
I've learned one thing, dude.
What stovetop is?
Listen.
Two things. You've learned two things.
Shout out to my mama. Because my mom didn't box make nothing, dude.
Okay, yeah.
I grew up with a Southern mom, and she homemade everything. Like, Chrissy was blown away. That's my wife. Chrissy was blown away. Like, when she started dating me, she's like, wait a minute, your mom is homemaking this bread that we're eating? I'm like, what else would she do? Like, this was such a foreign concept. She's like, your mom home makes mac and cheese? I'm like, what else? Where else do you buy mac and cheese? She's like, out of a box. And I'm like, nope, never had that before. So, like, I never had ramen until I went to college, bro. Like, my mom homemade everything.
Weird.
I'd never had ramen out of a bag.
Okay.
Mom homemade everything. So you said get stovetop. I'm like, what's that?
Yeah. Literally asked
Said
what
stuffing.
stovetop was.
And I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah, my mom made it on the stovetop. Is that what you mean?
So, yeah. So he's calling me. He's like, what flavor? And just started rifling off every flavor that they have. Shout out to stovetop, though, because every flavor is
I'm
good.
like, they got chicken. They got...
Yeah, he's like, sage, do you want cornbread? I'm like, no, man, it doesn't matter. Just pick up a flavor. It doesn't, anything's fine. So you literally just half a box, add an egg, a couple tablespoons of ketchup, and that's it, man. Use a little bit of water to hydrate the breadcrumbs.
2 seconds of squirt on the ketchup is what you did.
Yeah, roughly. Like I know my measurements and stuff, but feel free to measure it out if you want, if you're worried about it. But yeah, that's it. You just let the water hydrate the breadcrumbs a little bit, mix it all up, and that's one thing that's going to keep your venison from being dry and crumbly and gross.
Yeah.
Another little tip.
This is one of those recipes we talked about in the beginning that we fed to somebody who doesn't like venison.
Yeah.
Or doesn't like wild game because they're just a yuppie. And they ate the whole sandwich and we're like, how'd you like that venison? And they were like, that wasn't venison. Like,
yeah.
Yes, it 100%
absolutely is. And it's incredible. It's delicious. You don't have to worry about a bunch of seasoning if you're going to over-season or under-season. Let the stovetop do it for you, because it's perfect.
You didn't add any seasoning.
I didn't add any seasoning.
No salt, pepper,
nothing. That's why this is perfect. It's basically foolproof. And then if that doesn't make it any easier, we're just going to take some Bob Evans potatoes. Sure, you can make your own potatoes if you want, but this is why this is a perfect meal to start with. You are literally getting just random things from the store that are already made.
It cost me $42 to make this sandwich.
Really?
Not just one sandwich.
Yeah,
but,
you were feeding your family.
Yeah, you're going to feed your whole family for $42.
Yeah, super easy. And by the way, like I said, you're using a half a box of stovetop. That was only one thing.
I did buy body wash, so it wasn't $42. Okay. I had to buy body wash, too.
Well, we appreciate the fact of knowing you're keeping yourself clean as well.
So probably $35.
Yeah, but at the same time, with what you bought, I mean, you can, double it up. And I mean, you can feed a lot of people with this.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and you said a pound. I actually think that bag is 1.5 pounds. So you're going to have, however many sandwiches.
Yeah.
5 out of that? Probably?
Yeah. By all means, though, you could use up to 3 pounds with one box, I believe. And, you would be set. So, I mean, you can make a lot. You can make a lot with this. It's going to taste great. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to smoke this. We're going to slice it up.
So you formed it into a log.
Yeah, so it's a log, and that's the thing. You can make preformed patties. And the beauty of this, too, is it can be ready as fast as you want. If you want to crank this thing to 350, if you want to put it in your oven instead of the smoker, you can do that.
I would do that, though.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to throw, make it more flavorful, put it on your Camp Chef, obviously.
If you want to make it taste better, put it on the Camp Chef.
Absolutely. If you want to just speed through it, you know what I mean? You're trying to go fast, throw it in your oven at 350. You can do that, obviously. But we're opting for the flavor today.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take it out. We're gonna slice it. You can do patties if you want, whatever you want to do. Then we're gonna top it with some mashed potatoes.
What did you set the smoker to temp-wise?
250, I believe.
And you think that'll take an hour or so?
Depending on the size that you're making it, right around there. 40 minutes or so, 50 minutes.
Don't overcook it.
Yeah, don't overcook it. I like to pull it out a little bit early because you're gonna have residual heat that's gonna carry over. Everybody wants to cook. Especially chicken is the worst, man. People are like, well, you got to cook it to 165, and then it cooks over to 170, and then they're like, why is it so dry? And it's like, well, it's because you overcooked it. Same thing with the meat. You could pull it out at, especially something like that. You can pull it at 150, 155, and allow for carryover. And if it's still a little under to, then you can sear it on both sides. You can throw it in the microwave, throw it back in the smoker, whatever you want. Yeah. But don't be scared of it. Unless it's chicken, don't medium rare chicken. Meat. Yeah. Or bear meat. Nobody wants worms.
Nobody wants trichinosis. So we're going to cook it for about an hour. Or what do you try, if they have a thermometer, what are you trying to reach internally?
You smell that?
I do.
Good Lord, it's smoking up right now. It's like,
yeah.
I would say, 155, 160, shoot for that just because, like I said, you're going to have a little carryover, and it's going to put you right around 160, 165 by the time it's ready to slice.
Yeah, if you see smoke rolling through the camera, that's my kids aren't over there smoking. That's the smoker.
Yeah.
My kids might be too, but so what do you do post pulling it from the grill? Slice it up?
Oh, yeah. I was like, what are you trying to say right now? Yeah, so we're going to slice it. We're going to throw in some Hawaiian buns or something.
I got brioche.
Brioche is good too. Nice, soft, sweet buns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about pretzel. You can go with any bun.
Yeah, and I mean, anything's going to work. You can go with white bread. Yeah. And keep it classic.
That's that classic white Arkansas down home trailer park cooking.
Yeah.
Why'd you lick your lips?
It's got me ready, man. It's got me thinking. But anyway, we're going to do that. We're going to do some mashed potatoes, some barbecue sauce, some crispy onion straws. That's it. It's ready.
And this, guys, I've had this a time before. Mike made this for me before. You are going to think you're eating something that took hours to this is something I would buy at a restaurant. If I was to sit down at a restaurant, I'd be like, I'll pay money for this. Good money for this. And I'm telling you what, 4th of July I'm making this for 4th of July, just so you know.
Okay.
And I'm telling everybody I came up with it. But so 4th of July, I'm having friends over, I'm gonna throw on this and have it ready, and they're gonna think this was I spent a lot of time and effort on this. Yeah. And it took literally 3 minutes of prep and then put it on the grill. Yeah. That's it.
It's so incredibly easy, and it's something that I really appreciate, that it will heat up super well the next day as well. So,
really?
Yeah. I feel like meatloaf is one of those things that does really well the next day. So I have a food truck, and I've done this on my food truck several times, that I feel like it slices so much better the next day. It's something you can do on a griddle top or, on a pan on your stove.
Sounds like I know what I'm having for breakfast.
There you go. Crack some eggs on top of it or something,
And guys, don't play around with barbecue sauce. Get Sweet Baby Ray's. Support my family.
Okay.
Come on.
Keep the legacy alive.
I'm trying to get Sweet Baby Ray's to sponsor me. Not the podcast, not just my life.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet Dylan Ray's.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
You just put tape over the front of it and just...
Our mutual friend Jim Hunter calls me Sweet Baby Ray.
Okay.
Naturally.
Gim.
And I call him Slim Jim.
Okay.
Even though he's not slim. Anyways, guys, try this at home. It literally is going to take you minutes to prep. Your family's going to love it. My kids are going to love it. Literally this morning I started thawing deer meat, and Harper goes, "Do we get to eat deer today?" I'm like, "We do." Mike's going to make us something special. And so make it for your family. Your wife, your kids are going to love it. Your friends, have them over. They're going to love it. And stay tuned. Next month, we'll come out with another recipe that you can try.
By the pool.
By the pool. Hopefully. Thanks, guys. You guys have a good week. Try that this weekend. My hopes is putting these out on a Friday. It means you have all weekend to turn the grill on and try it. So try this recipe at home. Let me know what you think. Send me an email. Send me pictures. Post it. Tag us. We want to see you trying it, and hopefully you enjoy it, guys.
One love.
One love. Peace, love, and the Smokehouse. If I ever make a T-shirt, that's what it's going to say. Peace, love, and the Smokehouse.
I'm in.
This sandwich is so good that if I put it on top of my head, my tongue will beat my brains out trying to get to it.
I agree.
Y'all have a good week. Thanks for watching. Give it a shot.